All right, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah Kodash. All right, double honors to our apostles, a great millstone, Ruel. Peace and blessings to the house of David the elect. I'm Zahar, spirit in Judah. And today I want to get into the mouse agate. All right, but before I get into the mouse agate, all right, I want to get into stones in general. All right, because living in Esau's grid, in his power grid, in his concrete jungle, we as Israelites, human beings, ultimately are out of tune with our power source. I mean, spiritually, it's the Most High, but your other power source or source of power is what was held in the planet Earth. All right, be it your diet, all right, be it your herbs. I mean, even the animals. Yeah, we consume clean animals, but the animals, when they die, they go back to the earth. Okay, all right. But long story short, the point is, all right, we're out of tune with the power that comes from the earth on a medicinal level. All right. So I'm going to get Sirach, the book of Sirach, on chapter 38, verse 4. The Most High, Yahweh Shema Shai, hath created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise would not abhor them. So we have to change our perspective of the earth. And it wasn't until I really watched documentaries or series such as Planet Earth, Our Planet, so I realized that the earth is a paradise, man. Right? There's hidden treasures in the earth, man. And just to further, touch on that point, all right, I'm going to get the book of Psalms, chapter 17, verse 13. All right, it says, and we know this scripture, all right, Psalm 17:13. Arise, O Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. Moving to 14, this is the point, which is that wicked is Esau. He's the hand of the Most High. For men which are thy hand, O Yahweh, for men of the world which are the portion of this life, whose belly thou fillest with thy hid treasures. All right, so what are some of the hid treasures of the Most High? Stones, precious metals. All right, gold, silver, what men have gone to war for. All right, it tells you that in First Ezra, the 4th chapter. All right, gold. All right. So I mean, just to make that point. All right, going back to Sirach 38 and 4. How about some outside have created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them. So we have to expand past just the herbs and that being medicine out of the earth. All right. Let me get this wisdom of Solomon. All right, because yes, the herbs are the key medicines that come from the earth, and our diet is another key medicine that comes from the earth, like which I'm going to get in Wisdom of Solomon 7. All right, these are the things that wisdom taught Yahweh Shai when he was cardinated as King Solomon. Okay, see if I can remember. Oh, where did we? All right. See if I could get some of the things that wisdom taught him. All right. Wisdom. All right. Wisdom of Solomon 17 and 17. For he have given me certain knowledge of things that are, namely to know the world, namely to know how the world was made, Salak, and the operation of the elements, which we're going to get into that. All right. I'm going to skip to verse 20. The nature of living creatures and the furies of wild beasts. This is what wisdom taught them. The violence of winds and the reasonings of men, the diversities of plants and the virtues of roots. So we know that some of those medicines that come out of the earth are the roots that we consume, such as beetroot, onion root. All right. I think garlic is a root. All right. Those are examples of the virtue or roots that have virtue or power. All right. But jumping back up to verse 17, it says, Wisdom of Solomon 7 and 17. For he have given me certain knowledge of things that are, namely to know how the world was made and the operation of the elements. And the reason why it's important to bring that scripture out and understand the operation of the elements, all right, because in part, one of the things that contain the elements, all right, are these stones, okay? One of the things that contain the elements are these stones, okay? And what happens is your body has receptors for these elements. All right, your body is, guess what? From the earth. And the way you restore your health for your body, all right, is that you constantly replenish your body with these minerals. All right, these minerals, these nutrients that when you consume it, your cell your cells extracted. I'm sorry, your blood cells extracted and sent it to the cells of your body, which makes up the tissue, which makes up the organ, which makes up you. Okay. And a lot of times the reason why you're sick because you have a lacking of those minerals. All right. And we have different ways we consume those minerals, mainly by a diet. All right. Which is one way. All right. The herbs. Okay. But also you could steep it in the form of liquid. You could take those herbs and steep it in the form of liquid called a tea. You could brew it. All right. You can also take some called aromatherapy, where you can have certain oils from the earth, all right, and you put it in a pot or you put it in the oil lamp and you inhale it, and you're sending those same healing agents to your body by way of your nostrils. You can heal yourself with sound. All right, going back to David when he was playing the King Saul. All right, he healed King Saul of demons by way of sound. He healed Saul by way of sound, man. But another way is through energy. See, one of the things about stones, all right, I'm sorry, wrong view. One of the things about stones and crystals, all right, these gemstones, all right, they contain energy. And that's why the last two lessons I was doing my sit downs on the Most High. You know, his omnipresent spirit, man. And I'm going to get it real quick. Wisdom of Solomon 12:1. For thy incorruptible spirit is in all things. All right. So the Most High spirit, all right, is present in the universe. All right. And it's present through trees, through animals. All right. And that's why they're active and they're alive. All right. That's why his name goes back to like he is and he exists in breath. All right. You know, spirit, life, existence. All right, so his spirit is animated in everything we see, all right? But it's also present, all right, in things like this, all right? And one of the key things that these things have within them is minerals, all right? And the reason why it's important to understand minerals and energy, because when it's with these stones, when you get in tune with these stones, meaning when you walk around wearing them on your pendant, wearing them as a pendant, all right, which this is an emerald Elder Kazak gave to me. All right, or you walk around with it in your hand, or you sleep with certain stones under your pillow, those stones raise you to the vibration of the energy that it's existing in, all right? And it attunes itself with your energy, all right? And it synergizes itself with your energy, with your spirit, all right? And then in that sense, it metaphysically feeds you with its energy, with its healing properties, all right? So this being the introduction of stones, all right? The keystone I want to get on right now is what I was showing you, the moss agate, all right? And the reason why it's called a moss agate, because it looks like it has moss, all right, growing inside of it, all right? It looks like nature inside of it, all right? Like you took nature and you just put it in a stone, all right? And I also have, along with that, excuse me, I dropped it, a clear quartz crystal, which what this does, one of the things that it does a lot. It amplifies the energy of other stones. So if you want to use a stone to heal you, you can take use it with a clear quartz crystal. All right. So the moss agate is of the chalcedony family, okay? And it is also called the mocha stone, because over there in Yemen, Yemen over there in Saudi, over there in Arabia, they have a source where it's grown, all right, or where it exists, all right, and it speeds up recovery of illnesses. It's anti-inflammatory, all right. It helps treat cold, flus, all right. It boosts the immune system, all right. It prevents dehydration, and it also prevents hypoglycemia, all right. I think that's how you say it, hypoglycemia. I'm sorry, hypoglycemia, all right. But it increases it stimulates the circulatory system. All right, and the elimination systems within your body. Just this little stone. And this is only a tumbled representation of moss agate. You could get it in all types of shapes and sizes. This is a tumbled down moss agate, okay? But like I said, it's really good for this time of the year, all right? And just to give a little testimony, the reason why the spirit I chose to do a lesson on this stone is because just yesterday, I felt myself getting a little cold, catching a cold. I was coughing a little more, all right? A little more consistent, a little more frequent, all right? And it's through the spirit. I had already had a moss agate on deck, all right? I ran to the apartment and got it, and I decided to take it or hold it in my hand with the clear quartz crystal. And as soon as I held it in my hand, all right, I immediately start to feel better. And that's no exaggeration. I wasn't even expected to happen that fast. But I immediately start to feel better. And I know because it is, I set up my prayer, of course. Um, it attuned its energy with my energy. And I believe I was receiving its medicinal properties by way of the energy that it was synergizing itself with me. All right. It was attuning its energy with my energy. And by that, I was receiving its medicinal agents. All right. The different minerals that make it, what it is. All right. So, like I said, that's why it says, hey, the Most High created medicines out of the earth. Going back to Sirach 38:4, the Most High created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them. And from there, I want to get Sirach 39:21. A man need not to say, what is this? Wherefore is that? For he have made all things for their uses. So with that, I hope you brothers will edify. Once again, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh, by Hashem, Kudash. Double honors to our apostles, great millstone, rule well. Peace and blessings to the house of David the elect. Till the next time, shalom.